Things are getting interesting. A few weeks ago in this forum, I did explain that Kenyans are very thankless, emotional, and very forgetful. Kenyans will be singing your praises today, tomorrow they are insulting you. Kenyans don't know how to appreciate their heroes. And if they don't change that habit, they will continue getting bad leaders. Morara Kebaso has been a darling to so many Kenyans. And before Morara Kebaso came, we had Kasmuel Makoure. How Kenyans dumped Kasmuel for Morara Kebaso, I still don't understand. But it appears Kenyans are also now dumping Morara Kebaso. A few hours ago as I speak, Kebaso shared out a post through his social media accounts, but if you look on how Kenyans are reacting, almost 100% of the comments are insults and attacks on Morara Kebaso. Kenyans have turned their anger on Morara Kebaso. We want to start recruiting volunteers in every constituency in Kenya for civic education efforts. Support us with the resources. This will help in facilitating materials, transportation, equipment, etc. After which Morara Kebaso shared out some numbers for support. This is how Kenyans are reacting. Alpha Mutai, it's time to call you out. You have become a double agent and want to eat from both sides. Answer these questions. Number one, who tasked you to recruit volunteers? Number two, who stopped you from using Ruto must go hashtag? Lastly, Ruto has the money. We the people have nothing to give you. Follow KE. I'm not a rich lady, but if you meant well for this nation, I'd give all that I have, including my 4x4 jalopy. But you are a con who conned me a mere 500. Jim Jue, are there people still sending Morara money? Me nearly give up. Shola adds, civil education doesn't need all that. In fact, many people out here can volunteer. Civic education isn't as complex as you are trying to make it appear. Okumu Ajinga, I said before Morara Kebaso is a pastor hiding his under the idea of exposing projects that isn't completed. Kenyans are learned people. What civil education do I need to fund? The projects you exposed, what has been different so far? This man is worse than Pastor Kanyari. PK Motiriot, stop this madness, Bwana. You insist on support us with the resources, yet your actions no longer inspire anyone. If you are for the people, the little you have will have an impact. Collins Mboham, volunteers and support us with the resources. In the same sentence, make it make sense. Alpha Mutai, Mr. Conman, hukusikia rungu za Narok. In fact, there are so many comments here, and most of them are actually attacking Morara. Tafuta pesa kwingine wewe. Itakuwa ngumu kupewa dosa hii bro. Rudisha yenye tulikutumia kwanza. The beggar who has no shame. His civic education yenye si ya kutoka kwa roho, it is has come. Mimi naona tuko jokes sasa. Those are reactions coming from Kenyans. Almost all the reactions are insults and attacks on Morara. So Kenyans have just dumped Morara. They no longer listen to Morara. They no longer trust him. I want us to dig deep into this for Kenyans to understand what's happening here. If you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give the video a like. Let's proceed. Let me start by saying this. It's not bad for Kenyans to contribute for their favorite leaders. It's not bad. But then the question now begs, at what stage should Kenyans start the contributions? Is it that any person who declares his intention to maybe contest for the presidency, Kenyans will just be contributing for such individuals? At what stage should Kenyans contribute? I strongly believe that Kenyans should only contribute after IEBC has cleared the candidate. That's when now Kenyans will be very sure that the person they are contributing for will be on the ballot. If Kenyans just contribute for everybody or anybody who comes up, what will happen if that person fails to offer himself as a candidate? Does it mean all those contributions will be lost? It's important for Kenyans to only contribute after IEBC has cleared the said candidates. Before that, then Kenyans are clearly and openly being conned. You can't just contribute aimlessly. You are just sending money without any plan. Yes. The plan has to be very, very clear. Morara Kebaso is on record saying he supported Ruto. And because of those remarks by Morara that he supported Ruto, I've been having some serious doubts on Morara. Anybody who supported Ruto and Rigathi, I can't trust such kind of an individual. Ruto was not fit holding a public office. Rigathi is not fit holding any public office. And this is why I still insist that those supporting Rigathi but saying Ruto is bad, they are the biggest problems we have in this country. Any person who supported Ruto and Rigathi believed in Ruto's political ideologies. So those individuals cannot get it right. Morara shares very many similarities with the Ruto. If only Kenyans will be keen, they will see Morara as another reincarnation of Ruto. Very sweet words, the dressing style. Morara actually admires everything about Ruto. And of late, I saw he was sympathetic to Rigathi Gachagua. So anytime he becomes sympathetic to Rigathi Gachagua, if Kenyans attacks him, he retreats a bit. So that's how Morara has been operating. He is sympathetic to Ruto and to Rigathi Gachagua. That's the truth. I did explain a few weeks ago that it will reach a point Kenyans will get tired of Morara. And already, a good number of Kenyans are tired of Morara. When it all started, we only knew of Casmuel, and then Morara came. Kenyans are a people who do forget things very easily. They go with emotions. And this is why Kenyans will still have bad leaders. Until that day, they will stop looking at things through emotional lenses. Let me stop it there, ladies and gentlemen. Those watching us outside Kenya, Drop a comment, let us know from which part of the globe you are watching us from. If possible, subscribe, give the video a like. And even before I go, Morara is now too much on the contributions. It appears his only main preoccupation is how to get money. Every now and then, contribute for me, contribute for me. He's clearly losing focus. Let's meet in our next analysis. Thank you.